Forum. Before I introduce our speakers for today, I wanted to ask our attendees a question to get everyone used to using the question and chat box. So I was wondering if those with us today could share some examples of what, when they go visit places, what shows you that those places care about the environment. When you go to different restaurants or breweries, hotels, different attractions, what do you see at those facilities that communicates to you that they care about the environment, that they're looking to reduce their environmental footprint? So go ahead and type some responses into the chat or question box, and we can share those with the group. So let's see, we've got some coming in slowly. People are saying when they see the Virginia Green logo on the door, that's a great one. I like to hear that. Bike parking. People like to see bike parking. Water refill options, like pitchers, recycling containers, minimal impact on surrounding nature. That's a good one. Got native plants, EV charging stations. Awesome. We've got a nice long list here that communicates to people coming to your facilities that the facility cares about the environment. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, so I'm going to introduce Tom Griffin with the Virginia Green Travel Alliance and Morgan Goodman, who is in DEQ's Office of Pollution Prevention, who will both be presenting today, and I will turn it over to Tom to get things started.
Okay, thank you very much, Megan, and thanks for everyone for attending our first Virginia Green Tourism Forum. This was just this is a new thing where we started. We just came up with when we were meeting together with our board about strategic plans and things for the future, and we really just thought that this would be a great way to keep in touch. And on a monthly basis, we plan to have features, relative to the environmental issues and really the things that that you all are most concerned about. So I'll throw that out there, and I'll let you know right away here that next month, this is the title of our next forum. What the heck is up? What in the heck is up with recycling these days? And so, I think we're all sort of dealing with that issue, especially it's, the issues are different wherever you are across the state. And so the industry is kind of going through some hiccups there. And so we are going to bring in some experts on a panel to talk about that with you all and with your input. So, but in addition to, that was great, the input you guys just gave on the chat line, but feel free to, throughout this, this session, let us know what types of other topics you'd like to see us cover. And in fact, you'll have our emails and things, and you can let me know, and we can feed that into the committee that's working on the Green Tourism Forum moving forward. So, thank you very much for that. All right. So to start off, we figured to start the forum off, it made sense for us to just kind of go back to a few nuts and bolts, but also we have most recently relaunched our efforts with the Virginia Green Program. I'm very excited that we now have what it's basically a partner management system in place. So that helps to automate the things that we're doing with the certification process. We were previously kind of doing things fairly manually, and it was pretty tedious. So we're hoping to really, this facilitates things on our end. It's going to give you all some additional resources and additional bang for your buck for being in the program. But before we jump into that, I just want to give you just a quick primer on who we are, where we've been, starting with our program goals from day one. And now we started the program. I'll probably repeat this later on, but back in 2007, and actually we started it as a voluntary initiative with the Department of Environmental Quality, but we created a partnership with some of our core organizations that we wouldn't be here today with. But we basically, from the very beginning in working with Virginia Tourism, the goals were this, and they still are today, to increase awareness within the industry and with the industry's customers, the visitors to Virginia, certainly to reduce environmental impacts, but also have a focus on improving profitability through cost savings, but also increase business for our participants and to make Virginia a green tourism destination that we can all be proud of. All right, so here we are. This is our new website and branding, if you will, with our tagline to express what we're all about. We're encouraging visitors to Virginia to travel, dine, and experience Virginia sustainably. And you can see here how we're trying to provide opportunities to engage with businesses, people, and communities. So yes, we're trying to engage with people who care about the environment, and we're encouraging them to support our program and support our certified Virginia Green travel partners with their business. And yes, we're working to support green-minded communities that are committed to becoming more sustainable and hopefully impressing visitors to their communities that these communities do care about the environment. So our partners are actively contributing to these local efforts. And at the heart of it all, our primary focus is to support tourism businesses through the Virginia Green Travel Certification Program. All right, so through the Virginia Green Travel Certification, we're providing a green pathway for tourism facilities to learn about sustainable practices, reduce their environmental impacts, and be recognized for their efforts. Green hotels, B&Bs, restaurants, attractions, festivals and events, wineries, breweries, and any business that is part of the hospitality industry. We are inviting you all to be part of this amazing network of green-minded businesses. And together, we are helping to support sustainable tourism at the community level, where visitors to Virginia are either impressed or discouraged by whether a community seems to be focused on sustainable practices, like many of which you mentioned before, the things that you look for when you're traveling. The other amazing thing about who we are is the fact that we were created in 2007 through an incredibly unique partnership between Virginia Tourism, the Virginia DEQ, and the Virginia Restaurant, Lodging, and Travel Association. In 2014, we created the Virginia Green Travel Alliance to help administer and expand the program. And in 2020, we asked Virginia State Parks to join as one of our core partners. Each of the partners is critical to the success of our program. And so here we are. This is the Virginia Green Travel Alliance. This is our board of directors, and this is where we bring together additional partners that all bring their talents and connections to the table to support green tourism. You'll see here our board officers, and yes, we do have a little bit of fun spreading the green tourism word. We do some crazy things like jump in rivers and climb mountains and things, all in the name of green tourism. And here's the rest of our merry band of board members. We strive to bring in talented and committed folks from all sectors of tourism and throughout the Commonwealth. And we encourage you to consider becoming involved in our committees or perhaps joining the board at a future date. Okay, our core partner organizations, again, each contributing their resources and talents to the program. First of all, VTC, Virginia Tourism, is the marketing partner and encourages visitors to plan their green vacations in Virginia. Their website filters for green in all sector categories. Plan your sustainable vacation in Virginia. Choose a green place to stay, a green place to eat, and experience Virginia's amazing natural resources. Our certified Virginia Green partners are what populates this website. When you join Virginia Green, we let VTC know, and your facility is one of the options for planning green vacations. Virginia State Parks, we call them the cornerstone of the Virginia Green Travel Program. All 41 parks throughout the Commonwealth are certified, and we've worked together with state parks over the past 13 years to make sure that the parks are more and more sustainably focused. And so it's just incredible to have them as a partner. The VRLTA represents the industry at large and supports our efforts in many ways. It's incredibly valuable to have the industry directly engaged in our program efforts. And that brings us to the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality, where the concept for the Virginia Green Partnership actually began over 15 years ago. The Virginia DEQ is our technical support and oversees all of our program efforts. And so today we're going to hear more about what the Virginia DEQ does to support Virginia Green from Morgan Goodman. She's Virginia of DEQ's Office of Pollution Prevention. Take it away, Morgan.
All right, thank you. Let me show my screen. Okay, hopefully everybody
can get out of here.
All right, hopefully everybody can see my screen now.
We can.
All right, good afternoon, and thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. As Tom mentioned, the Office of Pollution Prevention helps businesses and organizations across the Commonwealth reduce their environmental footprint by understanding and finding ways to address their environmental impacts. This is done through various programs, Virginia Green being one of them, also our Virginia Environmental Excellence Program and other efforts. So I'll be discussing the role that Virginia's Department of Environmental Quality plays in the Virginia Green program. And as Tom said, it's changed a bit over the years. And I'll go into more detail about how to make the most of the resources that are available. All right, next slide, there we go. All right, so DEQ, as Tom said, is one of the original partners of the Virginia Green program. We've been involved since the program was formed, and our role has evolved over the years. DEQ has primarily transitioned to, in the past few years, to providing technical assistance and resources to Virginia Green facilities. We also help organize the annual Virginia Green Travel Star Awards and Conference. So pictured here is our new website. I've got the linked down at the bottom so that you can see. But if you navigate to the DEQ website, you're going to go to Get Involved, and then under Pollution Prevention, that's where Virginia Green is located. As you can see, we've got links to current Virginia Green facilities, back to Tom's page so you can join Virginia Green, as well as information for our green travel partners, resources, and more information about those award winners. So first off, as Tom said, applying to Virginia Green, that's his territory. But what we do at DEQ is help develop the application. What we've always tried to do is really view the application as a learning tool. So when you're filling out that Virginia Green application, whether it's for the commitment level, which just requires a few basic commitments like energy and water conservation and recycling, or whether it's the full certification that really is that fully implemented program, with all of the requirements, we want to make sure that you're also learning through the application. So as you go through it, you'll see a lot of different options. And even if you can't click on them, hopefully it will be sparking ideas. Hopefully you'll learn about something new that you might consider implementing at your facility. So that is one of the things we do to make sure that as many sustainable practices as possible are in that application, not only for you to get credit for everything that you're doing, but also to give you ideas for what to tackle next. All right, so this is our resources page on our website. DEQ provides a wealth of resources. As you can see, we've got a variety of previously recorded presentations, from webinars to past conferences. I believe we'll be posting this this forum as soon as it's over, or once it's recorded. We want to make sure that we're getting information out there to people that might not always be able to come in person. We're also planning to hopefully add some brewery case studies to the website in the near future. So in the coming slides, I'm going to go through some of the resources that are listed here in a little bit more detail. First things first, the Virginia Green straw cards. So if your facility is interested in reducing or eliminating the use of straws, these are for you. These Virginia Green straw cards can help inform your customers about skipping the straw and how it helps the environment. So DEQ worked hand in hand with Virginia Green to develop these straw cards that can be used to encourage customers about skipping the straw. We wanted to make sure that we had resources available for people that wanted to post this on tabletops, have it available for their customers, and really start those discussions and start people thinking about you know, whether or not they wanted to skip the straw. So the straw cards and table tents can be downloaded from our resources page. Also, if you're in the Virginia Beach area, you can find resources through Keep It Beachy Clean. But we wanted to make sure that these resources were also available to people throughout the state, businesses that were trying to help customers make the right choice. So in addition to resources like the straw cards, we have information about creating a green team. These teams aren't just a nice to have. From what we've seen, they really are the backbone of a successful sustainability program. So there's a difference between a facility putting a recycling program in place or maybe changing out their bulbs, and a facility really gathering a group of their employees, making that green team and taking their program to the next level. So when it comes to a green team, there are a couple things that you want to keep in mind when you're looking to create or improve the current green team that you have. First off, you want buy-in, because the green team is going to help develop and implement your green program. So it's important that the team include representatives from different business areas. So this can include management, facilities, food service, both front and back of house, maintenance, and more. By having input from all of these different areas, it's really going to allow the team to design a green program that works throughout the facility, across your organization, making it even more successful. So that staff involvement is extremely important. And then the green team is going to be setting goals and processes for achieving them. You know, it helps them stay focused. It helps kind of drive the team forward. And since the team is going to help coordinate changes for the environmental program, you know, they're going to be the ones that are educating staff. You want to make sure that you have people that are enthusiastic about protecting the environment. So whether it's, you know, the employee that's always taking taking recyclables out of the trash and making sure they get where they need to, or turning off the lights in the room after them, you can find the employees that you know are going to be great green team members, I'm sure. All right, so next up, we have a lot of additional resources on the page. Those two I wanted to go into more specifically, but we really do have a wealth of knowledge, and we've tried to provide as much information as possible in bite-sized pieces so you can just get what you're looking for. So the website really does have resources to fit every need. If there's information you need and can't find, please definitely reach out to us. So first, Virginia Green Sustainable Event Guide, as well as the EPA Guide to Planning Green Conferences or Meetings. Obviously, you can have your event certified as Virginia Green, but we really want people to be thinking about that when they're planning events, when they're planning meetings. How can I make sure that even if I'm green on a day-to-day basis, I also want this special event or this meeting to be green? We want to provide resources for that, for you to be able to make that happen. We have links to carbon calculators to estimate your carbon footprint, energy treasure hunt guides for different sectors to help you identify some of that low-hanging fruit or other areas of improvement, as well as Energy Star resources for small businesses. We have resilience information. So the Commonwealth Center for Recurrent Flooding has resilience tools specifically designed for tourism businesses, and we've got links to their self-assessment as well as a workshop slideshow that they did. And then green products. Of course, how can you be a green business if you're not thinking about green products? First and foremost, the Virginia Green Suppliers Network serves as a one-stop shop for Virginia Green and other tourism facilities that are searching for green products and services. We've also got links to Green and Clean, which is the Virginia Department of Conservation and Recreation's initiative to recognize companies that have committed to responsible lawn care practices. BioPrefer is a listing of bio-based products. Green Seal is a nonprofit that helps empower consumers, purchasers, and companies to create a more sustainable world. And then we've got links to some of EPA's programs as well. So Safer Choice helps you pick safer chemicals. Energy Star is going to help you pick products, whether it be, you know, appliances or light bulbs, whatever it is. These are products that are more energy efficient, and it's really a simple way of letting businesses know that those products have been vetted and will help with your energy savings. And then the last EPA program is WaterSense. Basically the same thing, but for water efficient products. So those are all links under our green products and services drop down. So each of these things that you see on the website, it's got a little plus sign that you click on, and all the information that I'm talking about is under there. And then we have sector specific links as well. So information specifically for lodging or marinas, restaurants, breweries, and golf courses. So as I said, we are trying to make sure that no stone is left unturned and you can find the resources that you need. But if you cannot find the resources that you need, if you have looked through the website and you still have questions that you need answered, then Ask Virginia Green Helpline is for you. So really what we're trying to do here, and again, there's a link on our website that will take you to the email for this. But if you have a question about implementing a green practice or finding a green alternative, or just some confusion about, you know, is this really compostable? Where can I recycle this? Then please send us a question, send us an email, and we at DEQ's Office of Pollution Prevention will do our best to help you find an answer. And chances are you are not the only one interested in that information. So no question is too small. If you are thinking it, I am sure that others are wondering the same as well. And so as we get questions and realize that there's, you know, more resources that we might be able to add to our page, or frequently asked questions, you know, might be a section that we add, we will certainly do that. So please feel free to reach out to us through Ask Virginia Green, and that email address will also be posted at the end of this presentation. But now that I've talked about all of the things that we can do to help you be green, once you have done that, and after all of your efforts to go green, we want to make sure that you get recognized for all of that amazing work. And so we do a lot to help with the Virginia Green Travel Star Awards. The Virginia Green Travel Star Awards recognizes the efforts of participants at Virginia Green. Each year, the awards are handed out at the Virginia Green Travel Conference. So the 2023 conference planning is underway already and will be held in Virginia Beach, March 21st through 22nd of 2023. So mark your calendars, save the date, and make your plans to be there. And please apply for one of these awards. So the Green Program Award, applicants are judged on how comprehensive and effective their greening programs have been in terms of reducing environmental impacts, involving staff, and engaging customers. There's also the Innovative Green Project Award. So applicants for this are judged on the project's uniqueness, its environmental benefit, and the potential for other tourism facilities to learn from the project. We also have the Green Supplier of the Year Award. So applicants are judged on how their green products and services have helped Virginia Green participants in their own greening efforts. The Green Supplier Award is primarily for members of the Green Suppliers Network, but is open to all Virginia Green participants. We also have a Green Team All-Star Award. So please nominate your Green Team member that takes your program to the next level. We've all got that one person that really, you know, as I said, eats, sleeps, and breathes sustainability and really helps everybody else buy into the program. So nominations are judged based on their leadership, initiative, and dedication to green programs. And last but not least, we have a People's Choice Award. It is open to any Virginia Green member that has submitted an award application in one of the above categories. So that is just a fun thing that we do right around the time of the conference to you know, get people to engage with their customers. So please email us with any questions, reach out to us at any time. The Office of Pollution Prevention really is here to help you, you know, if you implement a green program if you don't already have one, or make it better if you do already have one. So we want to be able to provide you the resources that you need, the information to help you make your program excellent. And that is all that I have. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining today. I think we're heading back to Tom now.
All right. Are we seeing my screen now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. That was awesome, Morgan. And I hope everybody that's with us, you know, sort of was drinking some of that in. The crazy thing is, I mean, they basically are running our help desk for us. I mean, the Ask Virginia Green piece is there for you whenever you're running into questions or you have issues. You can simply reach out. They even will, sometimes just, go to the effort of researching and, getting back to you with a full array of potential answers to your issues and your questions. So really, please use that. And of course, they said, Morgan said something about the awards program, which is amazing. We go out of our way with the awards program to recognize, all of our award-worthy applications in some way or another. I think last year we recognized 36 different businesses, and she said that they have a lot to do with it. They are it. The DEQ really spearheads the awards program for us, and so that's just a great way to recognize the work that you're doing at the facility level, and again, even your employees. So, all right. So again, just this slide that's up here, this just shows you kind of what you get. When you join the program, you do get a certificate to hang on the wall, and we send these placards, and we're actually developing some more window decals and things right now. So we do ship you those things, but it's use the logo. Use the logo on everything you want. Put it on your website that you're part of the program, and put it on materials, your meetings and sales materials, your rack cards and things where you are selling your services, and the listings on the Virginia Tourism website. We encourage you all. You'll be listed on the Virginia Green part of the website with them. But please, you have the descriptions of what you do on your website and on the listings for Virginia Tourism. Be sure to include the fact that you're green certified. But let's get you green certified, right? Okay, so what I'm showing you here is basically, again, Morgan went over this. There are 2 levels of certification. We created this commitment level to help folks move forward. Some of the folks that might not have been ready for the full certification process. And we also have been going through a process by where we are recertifying all of our partners. So it's built into the program now that every 2 years you at least need to let us know that all of your commitments are still in place, because otherwise sometimes things happen, and management changes and ownership changes, and the recycling goes away, and you might not still be active, and we need to know those things. So we're going through a little bit of a recertification process right now. You see previously here we had almost 2,000 certified Virginia Green partners, and we still consider all of these businesses our partners, but we're going back and getting everybody recommitted and recertified. So it'll really help the integrity of the program and keep the energy going. Many times we've just lost contact with folks. Emails change, and like I said, so it's been a little bit of a hard process to reconnect with everybody. We've done a really good process of moving people forward the first time, but now we're trying to re-engage everyone so that the program will be stronger in the long run. You see here, this one slide, this just to remind us that, this is not just for recognition. This is about the environment. And, this is some of the calculations and things that we've been able to ascertain by the information that's submitted in the awards process. And we have some minimal reporting that is encouraged through the application process. But, this is real cost savings, probably even higher. These are kind of from our 2019 figures, the last time that we did these calculations. so even higher today. And now here we are today, where we have kind of like, now we're going back and recertifying folks. So our numbers aren't as high. I guess I don't have a tally there at the end, but we're about 300 that have recertified in the program. So we're doing well, but we want to keep moving forward. And one of the ways that we're going to get there is our new website and our new partner management system. So I'm just going to show this. We're gonna take this baby for a test ride. I do just have slides here. It's all on virginiagreen.net. So feel free to kind of to follow me as we go through this. But I'm not going to do this live on the website just because we'd have to jump back and forth. But you're going to have screenshots of everything that happens on the website. So first of all, here's the new thing. This is the Virginia Green Travel Business Directory. So this now is where you are listed once you're fully certified with the program. So this isn't meant to take the place of your listing on Virginia Tourism, but this is a listing on our website so that anyone who visits this website can check on your credentials, basically, if you will, for being in the program. And we're offering you you have your own spot, if you will. You control what your listing looks like. You can add a logo, and it's also automated so that it reminds you of when you need to recertify, when you need to resubmit forms. And so all of that is at your fingertips, and you have your own login and things so that you can register. All right, and so this is just kind of what it looks like. You know, it's basically like a cascade of the different sectors, so folks can find and how many places are populated. They can search like this under the larger attractions. And so it's a full listing, and you can see there's a short description there. The websites are linked in, and you can even add your logo and graphic. All right, and so to get folks started with all of this, we actually, under the resources page, we have a spot where we provide for guides. So this is the downloadable guide for registration. So the first thing you do to register, you go here, you click on the button, and it's going to basically ask you to create a username and a password, all that type of stuff. So now you've created your own login for our website. Next, you're going to add your new listing for review. Now, some of you who are already in the program, we uploaded all this stuff, especially for all of our partners that are current with the program and have already fully recertified. So now those folks are in the database already, and we've sent you an automated email so that you can reset your password there, and you don't have to input all new information. But in many cases, with folks that have actually, might have certified a long time ago, or they're certifying for the first time, this would be the process. So you've got your login. You're now adding a new listing. Okay, so you put in personal information. You can put your logo in, and then there's a spot for you to upload your application, which is covered on the certification website as part of this, but there are links to the different certification applications, and even the forms for recertification are available there as well. You input all of your information. There's actually a section where you can pay for your certification. We now we try to keep it a pretty minimal processing fee, but you pay there, and you automatically pay. You can pay online with a credit card. And certainly folks that are, have, different systems and things like that, there's certainly an option there too, so that you can pay by check or follow up with that at a later date. You then submit your information, and you can edit your information whenever you want. And then as soon as you've submitted at that point, it'll come to me or else one of our board members who might be reviewing things for us, and we can approve that profile, and you'll be live on the Green Business Directory. In the same profile listing, your same login, you'll have access to your certificate. So you can download your certificate right there. And again, that's what it's going to look like in the business directory afterwards. So I'm really excited about this because what this does is it makes it so that this is no longer just a kind of a manual process where we're sending reminder emails and things like that. And you're going to have some control over what you're, what you're submitting every 2 years to our program to let us know that you're still out there. And then we can spend more of our time promoting and or providing assistance to you all to help your efforts to become even greener or be recognized even more for your efforts. So there is the website again. Again, businesses, people, communities. That's what we're shooting for. And really, we're here to serve you all. So just keep on giving us suggestions about things. I will just pop on this. This is our upcoming conference and awards. It's kind of like the culmination, sort of like our annual meeting for the program. This year, we're excited to be partnering with Keep Virginia Beautiful this year and some of the opportunities that they offer our partners as well to become more engaged, because there are so many of these local chapters, the affiliates, that are operating locally within your community, and they're going to be there. And so we're excited about that too. Again, these are the awards. You see, they are a lot of fun. That was last year's awards with Andrew Frieden from NBC 12 waving the flag for us, and we made the morning news. So anyhow, that's a lot of fun as well. And with that's kind of wraps things up for us there. But Megan, did you have other questions that are input? And certainly, again, I remind you all, this forum is for you all. So, I encourage you to suggest what you'd like to see next out of our program, and out of our forum. So
and
there
Tom,
you go.
We do have some questions. So the first question was, can you share the certified partners with each region's DMO, allowing them to promote Virginia Green members as well?
And the answer is completely yes. In the past, that was something we tried to do almost on an annual basis. We actually do that through where there's another section about one of the programs we've run over the years, and that's our Virginia Green Travel Chapters program, where it's usually a DMO will pledge to be a chapter, and we pledge to give them these updates, and they look at our contact list and things and help us update them, and then they actually set goals for increasing membership in their communities. So yes, we can certainly do that on demand, and even moving forward, we're hoping to actually even add a Google Maps function to that Green Business Directory. That's one of the things that all we have to do is open that up here, and we're just kind of looking to increase our numbers to a certain level so that we can show that we have partners all over the state.
Great. Thank you, Tom. All right, we've got a few more questions. Is the recertification application live now on the website?
It certainly is. Yeah, it completely is. If you were certified, if you did not receive an email about that, I would encourage you all to actually, one of our kind of requirements has been that if you haven't been certified in the last 3 or 4 years or recertified, we're asking folks to go through the application again, just to remind themselves of what the requirements were. Again, it's just a checklist type function. It shouldn't take you too long if all of your requirements, your commitments are still in place. But presumably over the last few years, you've probably added some things, and it's your opportunity to share that with us. And every time someone applies, we will also look to promote the fact that they're recertified. But if you have special things that you're proud of, I'm not the greatest at social media sometimes. We're trying to get much better. We've got some board members who are really going to help with that moving forward. But yeah, the recertification process and the certifying from ground zero is fully automated and ready to go.
Okay,
I do encourage you all,
if you haven't applied recently, you need to email the checklist in and then follow the online process that you just described.
Yes. Yes.
There's another question about the award deadline for the Virginia Green Awards. The deadline will be in January, but I do not have the exact date off the top of my head. And please remember to send some suggestions for, I think Tom had earlier announced what November's webinar will be, but please send suggestions for additional upcoming webinars. We'd like to make these as useful as possible to you guys. So hearing about what you want these to be about would be helpful.
And Megan, of course, we will be sending out a notice about the award applications. We were reviewing that one last time, and then we should be getting that out certainly before Thanksgiving holidays.
Yes. Yeah, well, that'll be something that'll be posted on DEQ's Virginia Green webpage, and it'll go out in the newsletter that Tom sends out as well. Okay, we've got a few ideas for additional webinars coming in. Please keep them coming. One is about how to promote your region as a green travel destination. And if anyone hears one that they like, can you let us know so that it'll help us prioritize?
I will say, we try to kind of stick to the nuts and bolts of things. We are working with Virginia Tourism right now on kind of like a redo of their sustainable travel website functions, the search functions as well, but they want to feature us. So we need content. And that sounds great, and we can develop content all day long if we have the time. But when you all bring us content, that's what makes it easy. So our awards are very helpful along those lines, but they really do want to make us very visible. One of the things for the conference, even, we are going, recently Virginia Tourism signed on to the U.S. Travel, Sustainable Travel Coalition. And so that's a nationwide effort, but we're going to have the head of that effort as one of our keynotes at the conference. So Rita McClellan Tourism, they have fully signed on to this, and so they really are planning to significantly expand their coverage of sustainable tourism.
Wonderful. We've got one more suggestion about help monitoring metrics. I think anyone else that has ideas for upcoming webinars, feel free to email them to us. I think we're good, Tom.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Megan and Morgan, for making this happen, and for DEQ's support of the program. Thanks to all of you out there.
And all
Thank you, everyone.
Everyone have a good afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have stopped the recording.
Yes.
Great job.
I'm just going to end the webinar.
Is it stopped? It says stop recording on my screen.
Yeah, I stopped the recording.
Okay.
I waited until everyone said goodbye. The presenter said goodbye. Tom said goodbye. So I stopped it, and then once we end the webinar, it will render and record. Since it was a short one, it shouldn't take that long to do. It should be done by today, and you'll get a notification. Everyone that registered for the webinar will get a notification that they can click on the recording. And then I'll send you guys, I can send you a report with the questions and attendees, as well as that link that you can put on your website too.
Thank you very much for the help, Lee.
Yeah, no problem. You guys are rock stars, so good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always
Bye.
fun working with you. Bye. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.